we are here. HHN 32 is happening. Opening night was one of the worst nights of Halloween Horror Nights history.
Jack is...
I took over the...
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Orlando. It is time for opening night for Halloween Horror Nights 2023. It is happening. So we're gonna be showing off all 5 of the scare zones. We're gonna be showing you inside all 10 of the houses. We're gonna cover it all for you guys. The pizza fries, the weird funky hot dogs. As you can see, everybody's wearing a poncho right now. It wouldn't be HHN opening night without a frickin' hurricane. So let's go back in time about 2 hours and enjoy the massive hurricane that just happened before coming in. Standard opening for HHN. It is downpouring right now. It took about an hour to get from the exit from I-4 Park, so be prepared when you're coming to HHN. They're expecting 26,000 people tonight, and it's pouring down rain. Why'd they have to put corn in the Tribute store window?
Okay, this is the current parking garage.
When we left, there was nothing on the radar. No rain coming. Literally, as soon as we get here, it turns into a monsoon. Oh my God, honey, you okay? Look at it.
Okay, it's so bad here in security. The weather is so bad. It feels like it's raining inside. That is all like rain coming in. This is wild.
It's raining inside. How is this possible?
This really feels like an authentic Halloween Horror Nights opening day.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I don't even want to get my phone out.
Everybody lined up. It's almost 7 o'clock.
It's getting closer. All right, we're getting close. The rain has started back up again.
We're here. We're here. HHN 32 is happening.
You got the classic lights, the fog.
Oh, we got the fogger. Oh, that's the good stuff. We're in the fog. It's happening. It's been such a long journey to get to this moment. I still can't believe this is real. Okay, let's see Dr. Oddfellow out yet.
Oh my gosh. We're walking into the Dark Zodiac scare zone. We can finally see the body. He's in there. He's all illuminated. Oh.
So we have a little help to make this video. First off, we have our RIP tour guide, Little Boo. Okay guys, why does your voice sound a lot like mine? Budget cuts, Kevin, budget cuts. Then to go through the houses, we have our team. So we have Ordinary Adventures. They don't sell Hooterade here? What the heck? Not what you wanted, but. And then also Theme Park Express. Hey guys! They're gonna be helping us make this video. They're the ones filming all the houses. I will put the link in the description with like all their full walkthroughs. So their stuff is gonna be a little longer.
Make sure you click the link down below. Visit my channel.
My #1 house that I'm excited to go through is The Last of Us and then Dr. Oddfellow. So we're gonna head back to Men in Black. Always head to those houses in the back first and then work your way over to kind of where Stranger Things is in New York City. Scares that I'm most excited for, Jungle of Doom. This is kind of a rough night for coverage because it's literally like a hurricane happening.
Oh God, oh. Wow. Oh. Oh my God, the bats are illuminated. Oh, so the brackets that we thought were in the trees are eyes. We'll show you guys those better at night. First house of the night is kind of the one I'm most hyped for, The Last of Us. It's one of my favorite video games of all time. I adore the show. I've played the game probably like 12 times all the way through. Countless hours on multiplayer, right? So I'm really excited for this house. But on that note, you know, let's have our little VIP tour guide explain. The first description is gonna be, you and your squad will encounter the haunting and overgrown world of Naughty Dog's video game in a brand new terrifying way. As you make your way through an abandoned Pittsburgh, join Joel and Ellie, and don't make a sound if you want to survive. Clickers, hunters, and more. No matter what, finding something to fight for. It's currently a 75-minute wait. Exit over here, entrance over here. All right, this is strange, like all the way back here. So Last of Us is located where the Weekend House was last year in the parade building. But they have a portal and the wait time sign over here. This is interesting. They have the parade float gator all wrapped up. They're playing the score. Okay, we're heading in. They have the Last of Us t-shirt design. So it's got the logo right and then Joel and Ellie right underneath the clicker. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
still alive.
Keep going. I'll cover you.
First begin, it kind of reminded me of a lot of like the Walking Dead house. I was like, okay, where's this gonna go? But there is more double scares than I think there's ever been in an HHN house. You get hit from multiple angles from all the clickers, and that's when the scares work. The bloater scares really work for me. It was just a fun, beautiful set. It's very expansive. It does not feel like, you know, a cheap set. A beautiful house. I cannot wait to see that during the Unmasking the Horror tour, because I'm sure there's just so many wonderful details within there. Joel and Ellie are kind of in it. It's mostly just like kind of like clickers and stalkers and a couple bloaters. The makeup looks incredible. The mask that they had for the clickers, it worked for me. I think that's one of the houses that's gonna get really good over time when the scare actors kind of figure out their groove and figure out the timing of a scare with the other scare actor partners, right? So they can like really knock people down to the floor. You exit for The Last of Us outside the ET queue. It's a very interesting setup this year. But there's a really cool fact when there's like the spores are happening within The Last of Us house where they kind of have the snope, so it's like little spores in the air. There's also a great scene with like subwoofers in the wall and you can hear the clickers, and it's very eerie and stressful. But since we just hopped out right here, we were gonna go to Oddfellow, but Universal Monsters Unmasked is right here. Now the one interesting thing about this year is no one really has the exact same #1 house, which is good. That means all the houses are good. All right, so we're queuing all the way back here, and it's at the exact same Monsters house from last year. On that note, let's go to our little RIP tour guide to explain what happens about this house. Okay guys, next house is gonna be Universal Monsters Unmasked. Descend into the Paris catacombs where you and your squad will face a new horde of monsters. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the Invisible Man. Universal Monsters Unmasked, the same design. The facade for Hollywood looks a lot better. Word of the day. Word of the day, Tyler. What's the word of the day? There's Kitra, Peter. Look at them, there they go. Okay, so wait, we're gonna cut to their footage. That was a lot of fun. The set, oh my God, they're so tall. They really increased their budget this year on the house. There was a couple like transitional scenes that were a little slow for me. The effects looked great. The costumes looked amazing. A wide variety of different scares in there. I think I enjoyed that house better than The Last of Us. I thought The Last of Us is a lot of fun, but there's so much more variety happening within monsters. Universal Monsters 90 minutes, Exorcist 70 minutes, Stranger Things 115. Dark Offerings 35, Dueling Dragons 80, Yeti 75, Oddfellow 75, Darkest Deal 75, Chucky 55, The Last of Us 110. Now they have like half the food booths of last year, but pizza fries are back and alive over here at Kids Zone Pizza. Are you part of the Hellfire Club?
Yeah, it's actually gonna be down the block over here, just on the left side, around the corner.
What's our joke of the day, Sean?
What is the scariest plant in the jungle?
What?
It's a bamboo!
The new Men in Black alien attack is done. It is looking nice. Dr. Oddfellow's house is at a 75-minute wait. Excited to learn about the lore. Some Jack maybe pop up at the end out of a box. That's what I'm hoping for. But okay, RIP time. Let Little Boo explain it for you. Okay, so guys, for the next house, we're gonna be going into Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins. You won't be able to resist going inside Dr. Oddfellow's menacing menagerie of twisted oddities. But the price for you and your friends is steep. The cost of your souls to feed his immortal power. Now this is the long walk. Now, everybody thought this was going to be a house tent, but I believe they were just fixing all the Men in Black animatronics in here. They refurbed the ride. It looks wonderful now, but it's going to be a long walk back. Now, it is extremely busy tonight. They were expecting 26,000 people here tonight for HHN. Alice and I got Express. We got Express for our entire Frequent Fear Pass, but there's certain nights where it's like over $200 for Express on top of your park ticket. So far, it's like you have to have Express even to enjoy HHN right now, because you're going to be waiting hours upon hours upon hours just to experience one house. So I would say spend the money, YOLO, buy the Express. Best shoes of the year. We got Caretaker right there, Director, let's do the other side, the Usher, and then we got Jack over there.
Town, the sheriff recommends avoiding travel by auto. LXV3, voice of the plane.
Still in Express, we're 40 minutes into waiting. It's almost 10 o'clock. We've done, what, this is gonna be our third house. You cannot accomplish 10 houses in one night. You might not even be able to do it with Express.
Dr. Oddfellow strike lots of distortion.
Souls have been distorted, and you run. Kill them.
A lot of the same scares from Puppet Theater, but I thought Jack was supposed to be at the end and hopping out of the box. I don't know how I feel about that house. I was so excited for it. It just kind of felt like Puppet Theater meets the circus. I don't know. That's one of those ones you have to go through multiple times to kind of experience all the different scares and everything. Okay, so what are these scare zones? Not really scare zones officially. We have the Death Eaters out here in the Wizzy World inside Universal Studios. It's the first time they've ever done this. There's special lights. Let's see what they're doing over here. And we're walking in. They got all the green lights set up. This is normally completely dead during HHN. They're just like swarms of probably about 50 people around every single Death Eater. So they're not really interacting. It's more of them just being like surrounded. They're outnumbered. There's almost like too many people to understand what's going on. I kind of liked it back when it was over in Hogsmeade because you kind of like understood what was happening and where they were. Next scare sound, Shipyard 32. Let's see what creatures Dr. Oddfellow is shipping here. Okay, we got some monsters from past houses. Sucker for some good monsters. They got some good classic monsters. Your boy needs some pizza fries. It's not a true HHN day without pizza fries. I have missed them. It's been a year. So we're gonna go to Louis. If you didn't know, Louis is kind of a higher end pizza fry. Same recipe technically, but they taste better at Louis compared to Kids Zone. We're going into Louis. It's located over by where Starbucks is. It's a pure madhouse in here, but major flaw this year. You take away a nighttime show and half the food booths, which takes up thousands of people. Everybody swarmed the little food booths and places that are open. So everything's overcrowded. The HHN is getting bigger and bigger every year. I don't get why they cut food booths and shows. There's 26,000 people here, right? There's so many people. Like, it's just so overwhelming. Back in the day for HHN, it was just so chill. You just kind of just walk through the scare zones. Houses weren't that bad. Every single house, you know, 70 to 100 minute waits. I don't know what to think about this year. This is a rough opening night.
Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. We're back at it.
Back at it again. There we go.
Back at HHN 2023. What is the band?
That's it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can you put the camera on us?
You're there.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, now where were we? So welcome to HHN. It's just a mess. There needs to be more food booths, more drink stands. There's not enough places for these crowds to go. I don't know who approved this by cutting the stuff back. We're gonna end up waiting over an hour just to get pizza fries. So that's happening. So we get the classic pizza fries, French fries topped with the marinara sauce, melted cheese, pepperoni, and sausage. 10 out of 10 as always.
It's a must.
I love pizza fries with the burning patch. It's one of the best things on the face of the earth. It's just pure junk food goodness. Is it some elegant, masterful dish? No. But it's everything you want. Have some drinks, get some pizza fries. I will say, if you are getting pizza fries, dedicate an hour out of your day to get pizza fries because it is so busy now. We're gonna go head off to Chucky now. Okay, so Chucky's gonna be located in the Fast and the Furious queue. It's gonna be based on, I believe, all the Child's Play films and then also the TV show. I've only seen up till the first season because season 2 is not on Peacock yet. 90-minute wait. Okay, little boo, take it away. Okay, guys, next house is gonna be the ultimate kill count. Chucky, the serial killer doll, is back for a gore fest. He hijacked his own haunted house with all kinds of bloody hijinks. You and your friends must try to survive his ultimate kill count. This is the line just for standby to get in. So we go from Chucky on the screen to now we have the terrifying Ludicrous still on the screen here. What? All right, so the facade for the house is just a bunch of good guy dolls on a screen, and then you enter in.
Chucky is killing everyone!
Stop recording! Please, get on your phones and call for help! Chucky has taken control of all of the dolls in the house.
I never skip
I love me some good puppets in a house. There's plenty of little Chucky puppets. So it's based on mostly season 1 of the TV show. There's a couple scenes from the films. I don't want to spoil which one. The second half is season 2, and none of us have really seen season 2 because it's not on Peacock or streaming yet. So I didn't know what half the house was, but it's fine.
Okay, we're heading into Vampire Summer 69 now.
You gotta save yourself, man.
Why?
Look around. It's Thanksgiving, man.
It looks like a bloody good time tonight.
You're on the right track.
I will say there is so many scare actors in the zone. So I promise there needs to be more set pieces. And they have a stage, but nothing's happening on it.
What's your pitch right now, Sean?
Okay, so what I'm thinking is having more like polychromatic lights, like flower power all over the place. Like this spotlight right here, this looks fantastic. If they could just spread that throughout the whole entire venue, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, like on the whole buildings and everything.
Buildings, like having more color and pop, that would be amazing.
Word of the day. I'm gonna go with an easy one tonight. Fate.
Fate?
Fate.
Okay, so normally, again, we're gonna talk about crowd control. There's normally all these carnival games here and kind of eating up all the crowd. They're not here this year. Minions, this whole little area, this is gonna be the Invisible Man scare zone. There's nothing happening. It's just these giant pockets of dead space.
Like normally there'd be all sorts of stuff happening. There's a little bit of stuff at Dr. Oddfellow in the front. That's about it.
I'm getting mixed signals. Either you deem it worthless, or you need it to survive. Pick one. Indeed, the jail of a Capricorn is disgusting.
Mel's dying.
It's almost about to close, and about to do our last house. We're gonna do the darkest deal, cut the little boo. Okay guys, the next house you're gonna be going into is the darkest deal. Blues musician Pine Straw Spruce will have to face the music after meeting the Collector and trading his soul for musical glory. You and your squad learn the terrible price of fame. Spend $300+, your ticket plus express, and you get to do 5 houses in a night. So welcome to HHN 32.
All right, we're heading in. It looks great.
And become famous.
Oh, Jesus!
It's everything you asked for. Great is me. Too soon. Your soul is mine.
Now that is a Halloween Horror Nights house. That is the first house of the night that I'm like, that is a true HHN house. Some wonderful scares, actors are amazing, great story, and it's all about the stories. That's what makes HHN different than everybody else, is the level of storytelling that happens within the house. And that is it. That is what I've been waiting for all night, is something special and unique. Darkest Deal is my favorite house of tonight. I thought I was gonna do all 10 houses tonight, and we're gonna be a video out tomorrow. We're gonna have to come back on night 2 and finish the rest of the houses
The next day.
Well, my friends, it is it's day 2. So even coming in today, right, you have to deal with the massive parking. It takes 45 minutes to park. We'll play the little thing what happened. Okay, my blood is boiling right now. It takes 45 minutes to get from the exit of I-4 to the parking garage. They send us all the way up the parking garage, and they send us down rows, and there's no place to park. So now I'm having to exit the parking garage, go all the way back out, do the whole U-turn and everything. What? Universal. I just gotta laugh about this. What is going on? This is a mess. Okay, so it's sending us all the way back out here. So then we gotta go deal with a U-turn. We've all, like, everybody's beeping, flicking each other off. This is a disaster. We're back at the the toll plaza. Long time no see. So yeah, I had to go back and do a whole U-turn just to get in here. It only takes like 20 minutes to get to Universal. It took like almost 2 hours for the whole experience just to park and to get here at this moment. Opening night was one of the worst nights of Halloween Horror Nights history. I talked to a lot of you guys last night, and everybody kind of had the same thing. If you had Express, you got between 5 and 7 houses. It has never been like that. You are paying insane prices. You're not even get to do all the houses. So say you think you could get everything done in one night? No, you have to buy another night and another day of Express. So now you're looking at like $600 to do 10 of the houses. Let's go in. I'm hoping it hasn't rained today. Let's hope they've added more props to the scare zones, because the scare zones were just barren. Let's just go in.
I love the signage. This signage has been around forever. The neon Halloween Horror Nights sign. You got the Oddfellow symbol down here, some different projections happening.
Now, for being a scare zone, I don't really consider it a scare zone. It's Dr. Oddfellow's like little cart and then 2 pieces of luggage, and that's it. Again, the costumes and makeup look amazing, but as a scare zone, there's honestly not much here.
So you got the wagon here, right? And Dr. Oddfellow would do his little mini show and talk with the audience. I do love that, because the Pumpkin Lord had like it was like 3 lines that he said. He like burped and farted, and it got really old real quick, but Universal gave Dr. Oddfellow a hot mic so he could talk with the audience, so it wasn't pre-recorded.
And the guy who they have as the actor is so brilliant. He's so good.
So here's like the 1 piece of luggage, and then here's the 2nd piece of luggage.
And that's it. That's it for the Icon of the Year scare zone.
And let's head into Dark Zodiac. It's looking better today. Since there's no rain, there's the still performers out. They look menacing and spooky. Like, look at that. Oh, yeah. My first studio screamer of the year, my favorite icon right here, the Usher. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Dark Zodiac was a lot better tonight. Some really good scares. They're really kind of working with the fog and everything. Now that since it's not raining, the still performers can come out. So I think the directors are doing a really good job. Nice variety of different monsters and different movements with the monsters. I think that's the most fascinating part about the scare zone is kind of each creature has their own different movement.
We're at Mel's dying, right? And they're just so lonely, sad, this little deformed pumpkin. Poor little guy. Will someone adopt him? Here we go, Jungle of Doom. Let's see how it's supposed to look during the nighttime. That's good. The little backstory behind what happened right there. So Dr. Oddfellow, right? He's in the jungle, crash lands, right? And that's where he gets the crystal skull for his cane of souls, where he kind of gets his power from. So when it like illuminates, that's why he's becoming kind of like more evil, because he's getting the power from it. Then he's like turning everybody into these like weird creatures because of the skull that he finds. Oh, we got the still performers out today. Oh, sorry. Jungle of Doom, that's what I'm talking about. It's a lot better tonight, right? Because like there's all the still performers out, the fog can properly be throughout the entire scare zone. Universal, they always make such great original kind of costumes and creatures, and that's like such a highlight, that little scare zone, in terms of like creature design. All right, so here in Springfield, they have like spotlights. It's supposed to be like dark and spooky and creepy. It's just they have literally floodlights on here in Springfield. If you want a little bit of daytime during the nighttime, come to Springfield. We're heading to Wizzy World now, see how it's operating with the Death Eaters tonight. I was told there's a little like stage moment with the Death Eaters over here. Okay, now I like the little mini show, but it still kind of has that same Mando problem, like from Galaxy's Edge, right? Where he comes out and there's like 50 people surrounding him. All right, let's see how Shipyard 32 is doing tonight. Again, a lot better tonight. Monsters rotate. Looks like every other set there's like different monsters out, because there's different monsters out there than there was last night. So again, it's all monsters from past houses, scare zones. So I kind of love this kind of little Easter eggs and callbacks. As you know, kind of last year, every other normal video, we kind of highlight one of the different scare zones to show you every single detail. So we'll do a whole rundown of where each one of those monsters are from, and all different houses and the backstory and the lore and all that stuff for you guys. Okay, so like the line for the Chucky food booth is going all the way back there. So that's probably half an hour, maybe 40 minutes to get some food. Next scare zone, Vamp 69. See how it's operating tonight. The vampires are vicious today. They are in everybody's face. So nothing happening here. Okay, so second word of the day.
Bourgeoisie.
What? That's not a word. You and your kerfuffle and bourgeoisie. What that? Use it in a sentence.
Kevin doesn't know what bourgeoisie means.
Okay, so located over here by Freeze Ray Pops, this is going to be the Midway Delights. This is where that Dr. Oddfellow hot dog is. That gnarly thing that we've been talking about, so we're going to try it.
Okay, this is the most controversial menu item out of the entire season. So we're gonna try it first. So it's gonna be Dr. Oddfellow's Carn-Evil dog, a red hot dog in a confetti hot dog bun, Kool-Aid pickles, bubblegum mustard with a potato sticks on top.
Oh my God. Oh, God.
So why am I doing this again?
For the family.
What's that Meatloaf song about I'll do anything for love, but I won't eat a hot dog that looks like puke? Is that bubblegum?
It's a bubblegum mustard
I mean, I'm gonna eat it. But
with a
like,
Kool-Aid pickle. What do you give it out of 10?
A negative?
No, I'd rather have the pickled milkshake from Epcot than eat that monstrosity. It's just horrendous. There's not a single good thing about it. -1 out of 10.
That like hurts to eat.
Okay, so Oddfellow dog was pure evil. We're gonna go to our first house of the night, Yeti. Everybody said it's like the really good fun house. I love the Yeti house in the past.
All right, the wait time signs for Dueling Dragons and Yeti are down. I love the projections that they have right here. It says HHN 32 on it. They have on the sign it says Universal Orlando Halloween Hornets 32. So back in the day, they used to play projections of like old HHN commercials and trailers, but they're not doing that this year.
The other problem is there's so many people here on the network, your phone does not work. So when you are in line, your phone's just not gonna work. A lot better tonight. It's actual express tonight. About 10-minute wait to pretty much get into the house. Yesterday, this probably would have been 45 minutes to an hour. So things are running smoother today than yesterday. We'll see how it gets when we go to Stranger Things and all that stuff.
On that note, Little Boo, take it away.
The next house, guys, is gonna be Yeti, Campground Kills. You and your friends about to venture into a 1950s campground overrun by huge, menacing Yetis who rip apart anyone who gets in their way. You must flee to the Ranger Tower to escape.
Let's head in to Yeti Campground Kills.
Oh God! Oh, the bear!
Okay, that was fun. HHN Bear's back. Scare with a toilet and a snake. I don't think it's as good as the original kind of Yeti house. That was one of those fun houses that like, you're gonna wanna go through every single night.
All right, we're doing it. It's time. Dueling Dragons.
Apparently there's 4 different endings, but there's 2 different paths, so I don't know every single ending. We'll find out throughout the entire season. But this is kind of everybody's top house for a lot of people is Dueling Dragons. The Dueling Dragons house is based on the original roller coaster that used to be off in Islands of Adventure. I'm interested to see how they're gonna pull this off, because I know they're gonna be having different props from the original queue that they've had in like storage that they're gonna be using within the house. Okay, so this is an hour wait. Let's see how fast it is with Express. Oh my God.
All right, we're done.
Okay, so the wait was a little over 15 minutes. We're about to go in, but a Little Boo hit it. Okay, now it is time to go into Dueling Dragons. Choose thy fate. 2 warlocks of great power were turned into dragons after trying to take Merlin's spell book. You and your friends are caught in their epic battle. You must choose a path and a victor.
No way! It's the Enchanted Oak Tavern. Oh man! No way! Oh man! Oh my God! No way! No! Oh my God! Oh, choose thy fate!
Protectors of the realm,
You have saved the kingdom.
So I think that's the most epic house. It's beautiful, such grand scale. It's not the scariest house. That's one of those ones you just like really appreciate the artistry in it.
Our next food stop is gonna be at the Stellar Bar.
It's gonna be the original Sin Crimson Cider. I like the design. It feels very Dr. Oddfellow-y, right? With the eye and everything. On the back it says there's blends of raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, cranberries, and dark sweet cherries. It's like alcoholic blueberry Go-Gurt. Interesting. Okay, so cider, pretty good. I'm gonna do like 8 out of 10. It had a good like fruity flavoring to it, but it's not too sugary, but it's not too like hard on alcohol. You like kind of a good, simple kind of cider, that's a good thing to go with, but we'll do 8 out of 10.
So we got the Cheddar Jalapeno Hellfire Club, jalapeno cheddar bread with shaved pork shoulder, crispy potato sticks, spicy mayo, pineapple chutney with a Munster cheese.
All right, here we go. Sucker's chunky. Has a hefty amount of meat. Oh, it smells good. You really smell the jalapeno in it. The meat was actually kind of mediocre, kind of flavorless, but I thought everything else had a really good flavor to it. Good bit of heat, but then you get that pineapple to kind of chill down the jalapeno. The little Munster cheese in there gives it a little bit of like kick of flavor. So I'm gonna do a 7.5.
The next house is gonna be Exorcist Believer. We know nothing about it besides the trailer, so Little Boo, take it away.
Next house is gonna be The Exorcist Believer. Angela, Catherine, 2 missing girls have been found with no memory of what happened to them, but wherever they went, the ultimate evil has returned with them. Witness a chilling chain of events as you enter the most terrifying scenes from the new Blumhouse film.
So they changed the opening date. It's supposed to be the 13th, now it's the 6th. They just put a piece of tape.
I cast wells of clean spirits.
Finished Exorcist. I feel like the house is honestly gonna be better than the movie, but I'm actually kind of excited to see the movie after that. All the girl scare actors are crushing it in there. The demons are crushing it. Characters are on point in there. The house was a lot of fun. There's a couple spots where I think they could have used a different weird scare, but for the most part, I really enjoyed that house.
All the hot dogs apparently are sold out, the one you just ate, because all the little girls in Exorcist are eating them.
There's vomiting them everywhere. Like, this is just all so bizarre. We're so used to having a giant scare zone here. It's just emptiness. So it's just kind of like ruins the hype, because you don't get a scare zone until New York. You have The Exorcist, but there's just like crowds of emptiness. The scariest thing here in this scare zone, since there's nothing happening within this entire scare zone, they're all just kind of waiting for Dr. Oddfellow to come out.
I wonder.
Now, Dr. Oddfellow,
I wanted to wear a shirt to help promote you, you know? We want to get you the most souls possible. But
Admirable.
there's this guy named Jack on the back. What do you think about him?
Jack is dead.
somebody did post a video where he hit his cane and the cane broke.
A festivity. A festivity.
We are almost there to the finish line. This is house number 9, Blood Moon Dark Offerings, 40-minute wait. You know the drill, little boo.
The next house everybody's gonna be heading into is gonna be Blood Moon Dark Offerings. In a colonial era village, moon worshippers witness a blood moon at their fall festival. They take it as a sign to hunt down any non-followers, including you and your Scream Squad.
The false-hearted must die! Lest we all die! Lest we all live!
They killed Mommy and Daddy!
What in the world?
Now that one I'm happy about. Expansive set, you're transported to this world. Everywhere you look, you don't feel like you're at a soundstage, you feel like you're transported to this colonial era, creepy town. Lots of really good scares, double scares, triple scares. I had a lot of fun. That house is up there. I cannot wait to keep going through that house throughout the season. It is almost 1 in the morning. We're about to do our 5th and final house, well, the 10th house. Stranger Things Express has been great today. 15 to 20 minute wait for every single house.
Stranger Things is only 80-minute wait at 1 in the morning. Take it away, little boo.
We have Stranger Things 4. You must band together with your squad if you want to resist Vecna's gruesome curse. Take on the scariest season of Stranger Things yet. Like 11, now is your chance to stop him once and for all as you have the ultimate showdown in Vecna's blood-red mindscape.
We're almost there.
Final house. I'll see you guys afterwards.
We're starting in Eddie's house. Wake up! Chrissy, wake up! Chrissy, wake up now!
Gods now.
We are heading out of HHN 32. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go back to the office and do a whole rundown of my list, the good, the bad, and ugly of opening weekend. Okay guys, we're back in the office. Let's talk about Halloween Horror Nights 32. It's a rough start, let's just say that. This is its 32nd year of operation, so just remember that. This is one of the roughest openings, I think, ever. Operational wise, I think that's where a lot of the failure happened. The whole express line system. You're not gonna be able to accomplish everything in one night, let alone 2 nights. We only did 5 houses one night, 5 houses the other night. We had time to see the scare zones. We did not have time to see Nightmare Fuel, the show, because you had to devote like over an hour to that whole experience. So in order to get the most out of HHN 32 this year, I think if you're coming, 1 ticket is just not enough. I think you need 2-night ticket, and even that, you're pushing it because we didn't even get to Nightmare Fuel. You have to do an RIP tour because that guarantees you all 10 houses and the show, and you have to be staying on property so you don't have to deal with the disaster of trying to park because that eats up, again, a lot of your night. I don't understand. Why is parking so bad this many years into HHN? Express is supposed to be technically half of the wait time, but we were waiting more than half of the wait time, so something is just off with Express this year. I don't know if they just oversold it. It just doesn't work like it used to back in the day. Because you used to be able to get Express, hit all 10 houses in a night, you're good to go. So like, Chris is coming, and I'm on the phone with Chris, I'm like, dude, we're kind of screwed when you're coming. Get Chris to experience all of HHN in one night. The second night was better with Express, I will say that. So now let's talk about the houses. The houses I thought are some of the most beautiful houses Universal Creative has ever made. It's like a work of art walking through there. I cannot wait to go through during the Unmasking the Horror Tour, take all these photos of all the little details, because the team really outdid themselves with the house. Now, is there like a house of the year that's like all the way up here? No, they're all kind of like on the same range. So we were only able to go through all the houses once, right? So every time you go through a house, it is different. Sometimes you get different scares. Sometimes you get good walkthroughs. Sometimes you get bad walkthroughs. That's why you gotta go throughout the entire season, because each house and scare zone evolves over time to be better and better and better and scarier. So number 5, I think is gonna be Stranger Things. I think it's a beautiful set. I had some decent scares, but that was just like awesome to walk through. Number 4, I think Dueling Dragons. I think, again, another beautiful set, but not as scary as the other houses. A lot of the characters had this really cool like lighting effect on their chest. I thought that was awesome. Number 3, I think I'm gonna do Dark Offerings. Beautiful set, Dead Man's level. You're just like in awe of everything. I do think some of the scares were a little repetitive. I would have liked a little bit of variety of scares, but the characters in there were crushing it. Number 2, Yeti campground kills. I had so many great scares in there. It's just like weird and bizarre and like a good time. You just want to go through that house every single time. And then number 1, my house of the weekend, maybe house of the year, Darkest Deal. Just feels like an HHN house. Wonderful scares. That is the only house I've been through twice. I just loved every minute of it. It's truly special and unique and what HHN is known for. Everybody's house list is so different, so I think that's very interesting this year. Now, the scare zones this year really aren't scare zones. I think all the budget went into the houses. There's not much there. There's nothing that really makes scare zones very unique except for Jungle of Doom, because that's the HHN scare zone. The other ones, I don't know where the scare zone is. But in all the scare zones, there's not really like a show moment or like a spectacle. There's normally like a moment within each scare zone. There's like the Dr. Oddfellow finding the skull, but I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a bigger moment within all the scare zones because they're just not that good this year. In terms of like design-wise, the scare actors this year, I think are some of the best scare actors we've ever had. They're so talented and like, they're just going so hard in between the houses and the scare zones. So guys, thank you so much for like scaring, because Allison used to be a scare actor, so I know it is not an easy job. You are tired, exhausted, hurt. It is rough for the life of a scare actor. So thank you so much. Universal needs to fix these scare zones in terms of like story and creative wise. The costumes are amazing. It's just, there's no scare zone. The whole Dr. Oddfellow scare zone, like I said, it's his wagon with 2 pieces of luggage. How is that a scare zone? You have more offerings within a scare zone at like a place like Busch Gardens or SeaWorld. And like, you guys are the best of the best. You're 32. That's my little hot take. It was a rough start. Now it seemed on opening night, people who had expressed got to do between 5 and 7 houses. Now a lot of you guys are like, you gotta do Stay and Scream. So Stay and Scream, I don't think is a good representation if it is your first time going through a house. Because when you're going through the houses for Stay and Scream, a lot of the characters aren't on set yet, so there's a lot of empty boo holes. They're still getting their costumes on, their makeup added. So when you do go through houses for Stay and Scream, you're gonna have giant chunks missing within the houses. It's great if you've already experienced the house and you wanna get through the house really quick. That's what Stay and Scream is great for. But if you want that first time only experience, I would suggest holding off on Stay and Scream. Those are my current thoughts on Halloween Horror Nights 2023. This video could not have been possible without my friends, Ordinary Adventures and Theme Park Express. I will link all their stuff down below. You can see all their coverage. All their walkthroughs are a lot longer and everything. They show off a lot more details. So guys, I could have not made this video without you. Thank you so much. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button. Join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
It's a bamboo!